Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy TheGamingTrouge here, and after questioning my sanity for the last couple of months, I've decided to go back to the past and find some games that I've already talked about years ago when I first started talking about video games and give them another look-see, because it has been some time. The only problem is I really don't know what game to find. Hello?
Hello, dork.
Luna?
Yep, so what you up to today?
Well, I was going to find a game to go and play, but I'm kind of itching a fighting game. I want to punch something, you know?
Oh, I think I got the game for you.
Oh, really? What game is it?
It's a scary time.
No. I am not doing that game. That game is horrifying and it's a nightmare.
One eternity later.
How about this game?
You're on the phone. I can't see what it is.
Oh my gosh, 5 years ago? I like to believe I've grown. I can barely reach the top shelf. Soul Calibur 2, one of the only GameCube games most people actually cared about when it released. I tackled Soul Calibur 2 at the dawn of my Peach Fuzz era of reviewing video games. Not one of the most proudest videos I've ever made, but I still had lots of fun reviewing it. Soul Calibur 2 is a game that I feel like a lot of people heard about because of its inclusion of one Nintendo IP, the inclusion of Link from The Legend of Zelda. I definitely felt like that this was Nintendo trying to respond to the criticisms of The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. I love The Wind Waker, by the way, but I could definitely see at that time a lot of people were just judging the book by its cover and saying that it's too kid-friendly without it being super hardcore and dark like Majora's Mask or even Ocarina of Time. I don't know if that's the actual reason or not. I mean, it could be something different, but this definitely helped pave the way for Nintendo to be a little bit looser with their IPs, putting them into a bunch of different crossover games. They'll never got Mushroom Kingdom Hearts. Oh wait, I take it back! Well, what do you do in Soul Calibur? Well, you pick a fighter, you go through its arcade mode, and basically everyone's goal is to find this secret weapon known as the Soul Edge, which allows you to basically grant each other's wishes. There was a lot more details into the Soul Calibur universe, but I feel like I'm not qualified to, give that information. In the context of this game in particular, this is basically the main weapon that everyone's after. It's kind of like the One Piece, if you guys have ever watched that show.
2 beers.
And the milk! This is a 3D arena fighter, what basically laid the groundwork for Naruto Clash of Ninja. Obviously, arena shooters existed in the past with Tekken, but honestly, this just puts a nice type of spin on it, and that's mainly due to its speed. This game is at a nice, smooth, fast pace, and I love it. It always exhilarating whenever you go into every single fight, and it makes every fight feel intense more than the last one. Let's talk about some of the characters, and holy cow, Link plays like a goat. It is not hyperbole when a lot of people say that they love this version of Soul Calibur because of Link, because his attacks are pretty well made, and honestly, he's just a fun character just to pop in and play, and also his voice lines is kind of hilarious. Now here's one of my other favorite characters, Keelek. He got this giant staff and he beats the living crap out of everyone, and it's just so satisfying when you pull off those sick combos. I know there's a certain character that a lot of you guys probably want me to talk about, but in all honesty, they're not the most attractive one. Maxie's the attractive one. While Mission Masters isn't really the best mode in Soul Calibur, all the other modes in this game are so well made, the characters are amazing, and the gameplay feels so good in the hands. It's honestly might be one of my favorite fighting games just ever, right up there with Tekken 7 and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Yes, I count Super Smash Bros. As a fighting game, that's literally the genre! Yeah. The CPUs are so difficult in this game, but I gotta push forward. I gotta see how this game ends. And that, ladies ladies and gentlemen, was Soul Calibur 2. Honestly, a pretty good fighting game, and honestly, besides the wacky campaign, which is not mandatory, you don't need to go through it. Honestly, I think Soul Calibur 2 is a great fighting game, and set the groundwork for a lot of different fighting games. Heck, even one of my personal favorite fighting games. But whenever I hear people talk about Soul Calibur, it's either this game or Soul Calibur 4. I never really hear anyone talk about the other games in the franchise. I would love to go and talk about them at some point. I do have a couple of them, even what most consider to be the infamous one, Soul Calibur 5. But regardless, if you're in the mood to pick up some Nintendo GameCube games, I'm sorry for your wallet, but definitely add this game to your list of games to pick up because it is just that much fun.
It's been a long time. How have you been?